Okay, I'm back. Good day, everyone. So let's proceed to another topic of annuity, which is the annuity due. So last time we discussed all about ordinary annuity. So this day we discuss all about annuity due. So let's review. So what is annuity? So annuity is a sequence of periodic payments paid or received at equal time intervals. So examples are house rentals, insurance premiums, and pensions. Simple annuity and annuity whose payments interval is the same as the conversion period M. So there are three classifications of annuity. So last time we discussed ordinary annuity, okay, which is to be made. The payments are made at the end of each payment interval. So at the end. So the difference lang with the annuity due, this is to be made at the beginning of each payment interval. So that is the difference. Okay, so make sure if wala gibutang nga annuity due, dayon na gibutang nga beginning at the payments is to be made at the beginning of each payment interval, that is fall under annuity due that happen. Okay, so let's review the terms. So this time, the A and S to be used is dapat na ay subscript na due if the problem is annuity due. Other terms is similar na dayon. So, based on the handouts nga naapod sa inyo the formula for annuity due are the following. We have the A, the present value, and the future value, and for the periodic payment. Okay, sample number 1. So, si Roxanne needs 134,000 pesos 3 years from now. Okay. So this is the future value ngayon kinahanglan 3 years from now. How much should she deposit at the beginning of each year in order to accumulate the desired amount if the money is worth 4% compounded annually? So notice wala siya gi-mention ng annuity due, but gi-mention nga ang iyahang deposit is to be made at the beginning of each year. So clearly that is fall under the annuity due. Okay, so let's write all the given. So this is the future value. Okay, since this is annuity due, write subscript na due. The future value is 134,000. Okay, 3 years from now. So the time is 3 years. Okay. Next is the rate, which is 4% or 0.04. Compounded annually, so clearly your M is equal to 1. Okay, your N is M times T. So your M here is 1 times your T is 3. So 1 times 3 is equivalent to 3. And your I is R over M. So you have 0.04 divided by 1. So you have 0.04. Okay, so we're going to solve for R. Okay, let's review the formula for R. There are two formulas for R. So based on the given, since the given is the final amount, therefore this formula is to be used. Okay, so write the formula for R. Okay, just copy. Ay mo pag tinapulan ha. Okay, so this one, final amount of annuity due times I, okay, which is 134,000 times 0.04. Your I is 0.04, remember? Okay, 1 plus I, your I is 0.04. Your N this time is 3. So you have your 3 plus 1 there. Minus 1 minus I again, 0.04. Okay, so simplify. The numerator is 134,000 times 0.04 is 5,360. Okay, so that is your uh, numerator. For the denominator, you add 1 plus 0.04, so you have 1.04. You add the exponent, 3 plus 1, so you will arrive at 4, minus 1 minus 0.04. So, simplify. This is, copy the numerator, 5,360. So, 1.04 to the power 4 is 1.16986. Okay, so there is somewhat, okay. Okay. So, balik ta. Okay. So, there is clerical error lang kaganiya. So, just copy. Kaganiya, 1.04 to the power 4. So, you have 1.16986. Okay. So, again, much better. Mas daghan o decimal place kini isulat. Much better. Mas gamay atong margin of error. Okay. So simplify the denominator. So 1.16986 minus 1 minus 0.4. So you'll arrive at 0.12986. You divide this two. I divide 5360 by this denominator. So you will arrive into a periodic payment of 41,275.22 pesos. So kani ang kailangan bayaran ni Roxanne every year for 3 years. Then after 3 years, okay, his her money will be amounted into 134,000 pesos. Okay. So that is for annuity due. There is ano lang, the difference lang between the ordinary annuity and annuity due is the payment. Okay, so the payment for annuity due is to be paid at the beginning of each period. So mao man. The formula na lang dayon ang inyong ma-change. So the hard part lang is to identify what type of annuity. Okay. So let's proceed with example number 2. So what is the present value of annuity due whose quarterly payment is 3,500 for 4 years? If money is worth 12% compounded quarterly. So we write the given. The quarterly payment is 3,500. Okay, or the periodic payment is 3,500, your R. For time, which is 4 years. And your rate is 12%. Okay, or 0.12, and compounded quarterly. Your M this time is 4. So this time, let's solve for N. N is M times T. So you have 4 times 4. So you have 16. Your I is R over M. So 0.12 divided by 4. 0.12 divided by 4. Or that is equal to 0.03. And we're looking to find, we're finding the value of present value rather. Okay, so let's solve for A. Okay, let's review the formula for A. For A is this. Okay, so we're looking for the annuity due. Rather, this is clerical error. Okay, we're looking for annuity due. Okay, you have this formula. Okay, so substitute all the all given. For R, you have the 3,500. Your I is 0.03. Your N is 16. And your I is 0.03. So simplify further. You have the 3,500. Just copy 3,500. 1 plus 0.03 is 1.03. 1 minus 16 is negative 15. Okay. So just copy all the other variables or other terms na tayo, or other values. So you have 3,500, just copy. So 1.03 to the power of negative 15 is 0.64186. Okay, I use 5 decimal place for this one since layo kahit sa to ang final answer. Again, if you round off, okay, then dili pa siya final answer. Make sure at least 4, 5, or 6 decimal place ang inyong gamiton. Okay, to minimize the margin of error. So you have 1 minus 0.64186, you will arrive into 0.35814. You divide that 1 by 0.03, so you have 11.9376. Added it by 1, so you have 12.9379. And multiply it by 3,500, so your annuity due, or the present value for the annuity due, is 45,282 pesos, 0.65. So this is now your final answer. Okay, again, step by step na siya. You can use your calculator, okay, if you have a scientific calculator, especially for ES type, okay, you can input this one in one Isa lang kalargahan. Okay? And you will arrive into this answer. If there are discrepancies or naaray gamay nga mga kalayon, siguro mga decimal place or ones place ra. Okay. So that is for number 2. Okay, let's proceed for number 3. Example. For annuity due, a debt of 130,000 pesos is to be discharged by making a payment at the beginning of each month. So remember, wala gi-mention annuity due, but the payment is always is at the beginning of each 6 months. So that is clearly annuity due for 2 years. If money is worth 8% semi-annually, what is the size of each semi-annually payment? Okay, so let's write all the given. So or the present value is 130,000. Okay. Since that is every 6 months, so our M this time is 2. For 2 years, our time is 2 years. Ngayon, for N, that is M times T. So you have 2 times 2, you have 4. Your rate is 8%, so that is 0.08. And your I is R over M, so you have 0.08 divided by our M, which is 2, so you have 0.04. So the question this time is, what is the size of each semi-annually payment? Okay, so our periodic payment, which is R. Okay, let's review. Okay, so since this is annuity due, this is subscript due dare. Okay, so our annuity due, okay, this is the formula. We're solving for R. So on sa atong pag-solve, the given is A man, so this given. Okay, so this is the formula to be used. Okay, so for our annuity due, we have 130,000. Okay, times our I, periodic rate, 0.04. Here is the periodic rate. Copy again, 0.04 the periodic rate. Our N is 4. Okay, simplify further. Okay, you have 130,000 times 0.04. You'll arrive in time 2. Simplify, 1 plus 0.04 is 1.04. The exponent is 1 minus 4, so you have negative 3 exponent. And, okay, simplify. 5, 2, copy. Copy the value of 1. 1.04 to the power of negative 3 is 0.8890 plus 0.04. Then simplify further the denominator. Okay, 0.1510. Okay, the numerator 52 divided by this denominator, therefore your periodic payment is 34,437.0. Okay, so this is the semi-annually payment. Okay, to be paid every 6 months with 8% rate. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for listening. Okay, so that is for annuity due.